Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's enjoying the week so far. Just wanted to provide a quick update on the MJ sector, specifically looking at Canopy Growth Corporation, ticker symbol WEED, and what's been going on since we last reviewed. So just want to look at the technicals, see what's going on, and what we can anticipate for the rest of the week, possibly heading into next week as well. So let's start off first with looking at the weekly chart. So, something to note, as we can see here, I have the trend line coming here from last year in November. As you can see, and I'm sure a lot of traders are looking at this, very similar pattern is that we are in this symmetrical triangle. We're forming some very clear signals on what's going on. We formed our high, our low, lower high, higher low, and now we're looking to form that next either lower high, higher low, and then continue on the weekly chart, or of course break on the other side for further downside and consolidation. So with that said, basically we're looking at maybe something in the beginning of May, middle of May is where we can actually expect a break to happen, whether it be either on the downside or the upside. And definitely a lot of traders are going to be looking at this and waiting to make a move. In terms of the daily side of things, something that I mentioned in the last time that we spoke is the 16th of April was a pretty key day. In terms of when we hit our clear high. And since then, we've just been creating a series of lower highs and lower lows and essentially breaking down. And from this day, we formed a couple inside bars. And something to note too, we were in this kind of descending triangle where we hit some, even though these lows were a little bit higher by a couple pennies every now and then, it pretty much held the support of 29.62 and really didn't break. We had the inside bar on the 18th, with no clear signal of breaking up or down. We had also our former resistance here of 30.92, which wasn't broken. Again, it got tested, the support of 29.62, no break. Same thing happened again, 39.92, with again the high of the day here, 30.88. So again, these were just all a series of lower highs and higher lows, where essentially the 23rd of April is where we had the clear break. Essentially, if you were in this trade and you had your stop at 29.62, you would have immediately got stopped out and definitely avoided this huge dump down that happened on the 23rd, which then really the days that followed by is again series of lower highs and lower lows. And today we hit a low of 27.03. Yesterday, 27.05. I'd count that kind of like a double bottom. We could add our support there as a clear support. Right here. So you can say that at 27.03. And also we formed an inside bar. It is a bearish candlestick showing a little bit of indecision, showing a little bit of profit taking as well too. And something to know, I don't have my volume on here, so that's key. Since this big move, obviously you can see this kind of descending trend here of volume, which does indicate exactly what's probably going to happen in the next month or so, as we're forming this huge, formation in the symmetrical triangle. So this is that same formation looking on the weekly. On the daily side of things, again, it's very clear on what's to come as well too. Another level, I'd also like to point out as well is the 25.35 level. Even though we've broken that level here in February, I would say this would also be a very key level of what's to come if we are going to move further towards the downside. We do have this trend line, so there could be days where we could break a little bit past by and have those lower wicks. But at the end of the day, I do think that we're going to get some follow through and bounces, and then this pattern is essentially going to keep getting tighter and tighter. I mentioned in my first video, after we had this huge move, which was basically an extended move of 25% plus, that we were going to need to form a higher low somewhere around here, above the $27 range. So it looks like we are holding up with the support of 27.03. and it's a clear signal really on what's to come on the following day. A break of 27.83, which would be the first signal, we may be going towards the upside, and then 28.46 would be the next level, a break of that, and we can see some further bullish momentum. And then the next level to be looking at is 29.05 and 29.62. So essentially, I don't think that we're going to form a higher high. It's probably going to be more of a lower high, probably somewhere around this range before we really start to form this pattern on what's going to happen as we move towards May. And then some levels to watch out on the downside. Again, 27.03 is the key level, and then 26.73, and then really the next major level is 25.35. So break of that, and again, we'll probably test this lower trend line here in this triangle and see if we get a bounce. One thing to note too is in the RSI, since we had our high here on January 3rd, you can see we haven't really ever broke past it. So that's going to be another clear signal on what's to come once we do see this bounce. And it's been, consolidating for quite some time now. We've had some bounces here and there, but it's really never broken this trend line. So that's something to watch out for. We're basically hovering in the 40s now. So we're in that, we're close to that oversold territory. So if we are to break this tomorrow, we're going to be pretty low, probably in the 30s. And even if we look at some quick levels on the 4-hour, again, we're bouncing off, the low of 27.05. We had our lower high, higher low, basically by 2 cents. Again, I count that as a double bottom. So not really a clear signal on what's to come. But again, if we can hold this and create that lower high, we can, anticipate to see at least a move towards the upside for now. And also we have the declining, bearish volume, so it could bounce. We'll have to wait and see. Even looking at the shorter levels here, again, since we've broken that descending triangle, series of lower highs and lower lows, bounced, found our high here at 27.83, and since then, again, series of lower highs at 27.55, hit the double bottom here at 27.03. We had a higher low, 27.07. So again, it's pretty tightening pattern. So really, if we can hold this 27.03 and bounce off, then that would be a clear signal to jump back in for a quick upside move towards that lower high range. I would probably say somewhere around 29.05 before we consolidate further. So that's it for today. Again, that was Canopy Growth Corporation. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please do like and share. And hopefully you can also subscribe as well for more videos on more MJ sector kind of stuff. So hope again you guys enjoyed it. This was Canopy Growth Corporation, ticker symbol WEED. Have a great week.